If not, they're most likely going to be a future threat, so I wouldn't mind too much eliminating them. First, let's go in here. Let us restore all the squads, all the people I lost. I will just repair things. I will not do fuel for everyone right off the bat. It's because I think I got an extra fuel tanker. And honestly, I don't need them all. Oh, no, please don't spoil. I'm just kind of curious. I want to know, but you don't need to tell me. Though I appreciate the consideration on doing so. Be really cool if you could click on a button that would have these refuel everything as much as possible, and then you could sell them. That'd be a good idea. Right. Honestly, I'm starting to realize how much of this stuff I need. I'm going to sell you. And they need a spare parts truck. Right. I'll keep 3 of these. Three of those. All right, now we're going to go look up here. We got our 4 of those, keeping all that. Now, I'm not keeping all these APCs. To be perfectly honest, the APC is more like a bullet magnet, and it doesn't have the same value as a striker. So I'm only going to keep 2 like I have been. And my problem with Humvees is they quite literally are just bullet magnets that get themselves annihilated. So I am not going to be keeping a whole bunch of them. Infantry is better than a Humvee. I'll still keep 4 for rapid damage. Yeah, they're not. The only thing I have found that the M113 is useful for is transportation of like a the technical crew, the technicians or drivers to the front line. That's the only thing it's valuable for, in my opinion. And perfectly honest, I'm just probably going to sell them because they literally just sit in the back and don't do anything. Right. And they're just taking up reserves. I'd rather just go buy another striker if I can. Yeah, buying this is a little bit more valuable to me. Yeah, let's do that. I'll just grab 2 strikers. Yeah, that is literally all they're useful for. Is for exactly what you just said, is to be that, and then in general the striker is just better at doing that as well. Okay. And the Humvee is just, it's paper thin. It even with upgrades, I don't even feel that it is valuable for the resources that you keep. A truck is better. All right, with that, let's just refuel, resupply, and let's take a look at everything else going on. So we have a few things that have no crew. I have to get them crew first. So I'm going to throw technicians in here. No, it's not a technician. Technician. And then technician. And last little one up here. Or last 2. Technician. And I'm actually definitely looking forward to another playthrough now that I know so much more about how the game works. I think I could play on a harder difficulty and enjoy it a lot more. At least that's my personal opinion, is that I'd be able to do that. Yeah, Stryker and Bradley is really good, especially when you give the Bradley its tow. Oh my goodness, does that thing become damaging. Yeah, I think I'll probably play the next run on realistic myself. At least I'll give it a shot. I'll see how it feels. My biggest thing when I play these kind of video games is there has to be a decent balance between difficulty and enjoyment. If you're just sitting there just battling never-ending waves and you can never make any headway, it kind of loses some of its enjoyment. But I will say most of the time, people can do it pretty effectively. Can I put this on there? I cannot. All right. Now let's go take a quick look at what we got here. Got my Bradleys leveled up. And do all of these guys have the engine modification? They do. That's what I want. Now, if I can, do we have any engine modifications for a big boy? We do. So, engine modification. Oh, dude. That's brutal, but you could kind of understand that. That is brutal, but you can kind of understand it. Now, drop that on there. And one thing that this game does really well is I think it makes the loss of things due to it makes you really want to keep things alive, I guess would be the way I would want to say that. Is losing things is genuinely not good, and you want to try to prevent it at all possible costs. And I really like that concept in the game. I think it really adds to it. It makes you feel like you're actually in that world. Though I would say a few things on that very concept is there does need to be a little bit more of an understanding of, if you're going to make it that one-shotty, you need to at least offer the same tactics that a real military would be able to employ. Okay, we're consistently... Yeah, I actually, after I learned how the reinforcement thing worked, I kind of felt really dumb, but after really understanding how it worked, I think the game is really good. It brings a lot of different things to the table that I would like. There's some things I kind of wish they still brought. Like, I like the ability to like fill sandbags and, you know, dig in a position if it's viable. So you don't necessarily have to be in a building. You could build a sandbag and have it being close to the same level as a building if you give it enough time. That's definitely something I'd like to see. I've never used this twin light cannon thing yet. I think it might be better than leaving these with just a regular 120 millimeter. But before that, I need to go look at getting myself some supplies. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need it. I need it. That's painful, but I need it. All right, and... Okay, do I have anyone else who can be upgraded, or can I even do upgrades around here? I can't tell. I can, but I can't upgrade here. Good night, Dad. I love you. Sleep well. Alright, one thing I definitely want is I want these. These laser sniper rifles are fantastic. They are beautiful creatures. And and then let's go look at my little shotgun boys, wherever they may be. Like, this guy used to be a hero, now it just says Bambi 5. I'm like, how did I lose this guy when I didn't lose the squad? I guess the individual can be eliminated, which is genuinely sad. I was trying to keep all of the heroes alive. That's all the shotguns are good. Now, if we're going to run through this, let's take a look at you guys. Put you down. Drop you in. Drop you in. And I think that's all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to pull these guys out. I don't really think I need to keep them. These grenade launchers, while cool, they really don't offer what I need. Could get rid of those guys as well. Now, is there anything else I really want to get? The Spraw launcher is kind of interesting. Increased damage. But the nice thing about the SMAW is it tends to get people to run off of out of buildings. Or out of other items. Now, last thing I really want to check out is I think these guys need a little bit of love, to be perfectly honest. So I could give them a heavy plasma or twin plasma, but because these tend to be like in place items, it's probably better to go with the heavy plasma. Or at least on this one, because it has some armor. Well, I probably should put you on while I'm thinking about it. But admittedly, these guys are actually pretty good. And I'm going to leave it with what it's got. Okay. I think that's everything. We're going to resave simply because I've had this not save with heavy plasma. Well, I mean, you know, why don't I do that? Kind of feel that it's useful. And classic HMG. I was thinking of maybe giving it a mounted minigun instead, but the BFG is pretty good. So do that again. And okay. Okay, so I can go to the Founders Camp. I could go to the Digital Storm. I'm not going to betray these people just yet. Mostly because I think it's a better option to hope that they're going to come help us, even if it's not altruistically. All right, let's just kind of click through these guys. It takes so long for like one of these guys to get fully upgraded. And oh yeah, I forgot he lost his little laser boy. If that's the case, who did I give it to? I give it to you. Drop you off here. And then let's go back to Kondo. Put you down. And resupply that. Fantastic. And let's just kind of look at you guys. You can take that. Oh, wow. You, my friend, got like a lot. Right, gonna give that power lifter if I can. Yeah, I think power lifter. Having all that staying power without having to go get them upgraded every time is, I have found at least, to be really good. Another thing I learned is that, you know, doing this SAM thing is great, but it cuts down on the total things that they can hold, and it's usually better just to get them to choose one or the other. Right, click through, and it's important to have both. This EMP thing is better to have on people who can hack than it is on other ones, because they tend to blow it up before anything else. I think I'm pretty close to the end. So, you. What do I want to give you? Getting him to run faster, I think, will be valuable. So you got to be a marathoner. Yeah, I think the next time I play, I'm going to do that. Because I didn't really run into any of them until one mission, and then I realized that my vehicles just turned him to dust. So it really wasn't that valuable. This chameleon thing, though, can be pretty useful. Though it's hard to actually get a couple of those. And I haven't gotten a lot of ability to get more people. Rocket Man. I don't really care about infantry and buildings. I'd rather just have you guys shoot faster. You guys... Armored seems to be really good. That 10% health quite literally is the difference between them living and dying. This is hilarious. These guys, like, the militia squads become so huge. Though I don't usually use them because I haven't been losing my my real military units, who seem just to be generally better. And the lunchbox drivers, who basically are invincible. And survivalists, they really don't cost much, so I'm going to toss that on to shooting faster. Moving faster. Yeah, they're pretty good, and I just try to use smoke most of the time when I'm trying to cover ground, which has been 90% of what I need. None of these are really what I want. Well, smoke screen it is. Sure, EMP. Smoke. I was trying to get you guys to get me something else. Sure. We can have you lay anti-tank mines. Mines, at least in this game, turned out to be relatively useful. Okay. Just roll this up here. Oh, wait. Give this. Give this. Let's save again. Why does it say I need to do this again? All right, to the Founders Camp.
So you get it, Church?
Yes, sir. We have the electronic warfare system.
Good work. I'll have the techs pick it up for study. Then we can move out.
You're coming with us, sir?
I like to lead from the front, son. I'm no rear echelon commander. But don't worry. You'll get your share of the glory.
Yes, sir.
You lead the vanguard on the approach in. Then we'll split up so that you can distract their main force while I get into position to clear a bridgehead before our main force engages.
T-Force is gonna be a distraction?
Just until I can form a bridgehead, and we can get into that place and take everything they've been building there.
We're not gonna destroy the factory?
Of course we are, but only after we take their technology. With it, we'll be the most powerful survivor force fighting legion. Semper Founders, son. Founders Fidelis.
You okay, sir?
This is not going to go
You
well.
got to leave for Galveston?
You wanna hear orders? We've gotta distract the Legion forces while he storms in there to grab the new Legion tech in all the glory.
Say what?
Yeah. That's what I thought too, Sergeant.
Yeah, I got a strong feeling nothing good is about to come from
and
this.
I can load them up with some units of supplies, okay? So what's it gonna be? Extra vehicles, upgrades to vehicles, or equipment you already have? Or just some more supplies?
Okay, that's a lot of supplies, which I'd like. But we're going... If this is the final mission, which I believe it is, I don't really need a lot more supplies. Do I? Don't think so.
What kind of upgrades are we talking about?
Okay, here's what I can give you. Armor kits.
No worries.
Ceramics for an Abrams,
I
a
don't want you to.
Bradley, and a Stryker. 2 steel kits for Hummers. I'll even throw in a new Bradley engine, or firepower. Heavy plasma cannon for the Abrams, and a plasma cannon, ATGM launcher, and light multi-barrel cannon for the Bradley. And that Bradley engine, too. Or infantry weapons. Our most powerful weaponry for two
Let me think some more.
Okay, so what's it gonna be? Extra V?
Give me more vehicles.
Here's your vehicle bay authorization.
Already got enough units, it's genuinely hard to keep up.
Let me think some more.
Okay, so what's it gonna be?
Well. I know I'm not going to keep... I wasn't able to keep all my heroes, though I don't understand how some of those heroes got hurt.
Give me more vehicles.
I'm just
Here's
going to
your
go with more
vehicle
vehicles.
bay.
Sure does.
That's it. They'll found their actual...
Got it.
All right. With that, I got another one of these guys, which is just good. More artillery is not necessarily a bad thing. Sadly, the Bradley I got is going to be an unloved soul. It's just going to be a regular old Bradley with nothing special. And got this Bradley, which we can just throw some armor on. And now, how far is the Galveston factory from here? 5 days. Okay. Oh, really? Now, that's not something I would have thought. I thought the plasma recoilless wouldn't really do much. So, if we go over here... Plasma recoilless, resupply, accept. It doesn't look like it can get to the main Terra Caritas camp, so I can go here.
Just in time, troublemaker. We're breaking camp.
Lucia's still here?
Gone. You know her. Goes where and when she wants. Your people have been making noises about us either disbanding or falling under their direct command, so we're out of here.
The Founders want to take over the movement? But we're all on the same side.
I better tell that to your people. You're good to use any of the facilities we got here, but after that, we're gone.
Of course, the movement. You can be a bad movement, bad people. Oh, it's good. I didn't realize that that's how that worked. To make stuff better at against artillery, that's just fantastic in general. Okay. So let's go look at this guy. I could give him this 20mm rotary. And this 20mm rotary cannon will give me a option to have this guy as a infantry suppressor, which I don't think is necessarily a bad choice right now. I do not think getting him this 30mm heavy rotary cannon is useful for the Bradley, so I'm not even going to try it. And outside of that, I think we're where we exist. Life is life. All right. Let us save. Yeah, the 30mm cannon seems completely useless in my opinion. Now if it was like a 30mm or a plasma cannon that shot super fast, that actually degraded and did something else, it'd be more valuable. But at least as of right now, it's not valuable. So we are going to now head to the Galveston factory.